and welcome back to the channel. We are watching the Snyder Cut of Justice League.
So, I guess we saw the first Justice League years ago. Saw it one time. I really wasn't into the DC universe at the time. I had seen the prior movie in Batman vs. Superman. Casey just recently watched Batman vs. Superman. But I remember not really enjoying it and it kind of being kind of a fleeting thought. Snyder Cut was something that I had heard about for a very long time prior to it actually being released. And a lot of people saying oh, we should have the original Zack Snyder version have its heyday or its time to shine. And it came out last year. And I remember people saying that it was fantastic, that it was nothing like the original. Obviously it's 4 hours. I don't remember being in the theater that long. I think it was probably around 2.5 hours when we had initially saw it. So that's a lot of extra content.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and some people have said that this is a completely different movie, which doesn't really make sense because it's how did they make something completely different from the original? I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember, the things that I remember is Superman comes back at some point in time. They fight some creature with horns, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously this is the first time that all the Justice League kind of came together. We're kind of in a weird time right now because the DCEU is, I feel gonna have its slate wiped clean probably with this Flash movie that's coming out soon. I mean, I've heard some rumors that that's kind of gonna reset the universe probably, and that's what's gonna be able to kick off James Gunn's DCU, which I feel is just easier to say DCU, MCU. Which is funny I bring up the MCU because we have been MCU fans for a pretty long time, but the MCU's had a lot of stinkers in the last few years. I'm not gonna go through them all, but that's kind of why we decided to go into the DC route, see what else was out there. And that's when we saw Suicide Squad. We saw that on the channel. The Suicide Squad with James Gunn. We saw the Peacemaker. Both of those were really good. Casey obviously went back and watched Batman v Superman, but I'm really interested to see how good this movie is. It's hard for me to call it a movie, it being 4 hours, or maybe a miniseries.
Yeah, honestly, I really don't remember much of the original Justice League, so I feel I remember some of the basic things about Superman and stuff, but it was so long ago, and I also didn't have at the time, because I hadn't seen Batman versus Superman before, so I was kind of confused the whole time, so I just had a lot of missing parts, so I don't really feel I retained it well, so for me, I feel watching this, I'm gonna kind of be almost watching it again retroactively because I don't remember much of the plot of Justice League at all.
I take fault for that. That was actually the second time I had done that to Casey.
Yeah.
Prior to us dating, she never really watched MCU content, and then when we were dating, that was around the time Civil War came out, and I just took her to go see Civil War with no context prior to Civil War. I don't understand anything, which is funny now because after we went back and watched which I mean this was years and years ago, but going back now and watching Civil War, I'm oh my gosh, it's so awesome. But it's funny because at the time when I saw it actually in theaters, I didn't understand what was going on. It's the heroes are fighting each other. So kind of similar to what I ended up doing, I guess, with Justice League 2. I just hey, let's go because I wanted to watch it. I wanted to see how good it was. So I just kind of brought Casey along for the ride.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, that was when he was stabbed.
Mm-hmm. Kind of barely remember his character too. Cyborg? Christopher Nolan was a producer on this. Well, producers could mean, different things, Maybe he just had some input.
Mm-hmm. Do you like Christopher Nolan?
Ben Affleck was a producer in this too. Is this Ben Affleck? Okay, so I think I remember something. At one point he seeks out Aquaman. Okay, so it is kind of like a miniseries.
Talk. I believe there is a stranger comes to this village from the sea. It comes in the winter when the people are hungry.
Isn't it him? He is a fish.
I need warriors. This stranger. Others like him. 5,000 American. Look, I'll give you 25,000 to talk to this man right now.
I make it 50. He's rich.
Magical man from the sea. We are poor, not stupid. Get
out.
If you're that poor,
Well, I
would you
know
take the
that-
money?
That's
Like,
what I'm
dang, aren't you
saying.
hungry?
If the fight comes, we'll need you.
Don't count on it, Batman.
Why not?
Because I don't like you coming here, digging into my business, getting into my life.
That way you do this? Way you help these people out here in the
Didn't
middle
you
of
say they're
nowhere?
gonna recast him as someone else?
I mean, that's like
Or
a
a rumor?
rumor. Somebody whose name is like, I think Lobo.
Dressed like a bat. You're out of your mind, Bruce Wayne.
Pretty sure like that shot of him is like a meme because he looks like the guy from Moana.
Found him. Said no.
So the draft stands at 0 for 2.
I like the color grading that they did. I don't know if they changed it or not. I don't remember. It is interesting though that they went with this like format. I don't even know. You know, like it's
No, this
not a,
not
like, wide.
widescreen. Yeah.
it's interesting. Why did they even have to make a Snyder cut in the first place? Like, what?
So Zack Snyder was making this movie. I'm pretty sure he had like a child that died during like the making of it. He had like left like while it was in production. And then they brought in, I think, Josh Whedon, who actually directed the first Avengers film. And then I think he pieced it together. I don't know if he, like, I think he changed things up substantially. And, like, that's, like, what a lot of people were saying, that, like, oh, let's get his version of what should have been.
I see.
But they would have had to, like, postpone, like, production for, like, a long period of time. If I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Superman. I remember in like the other movie, it was a big thing that at first the world didn't like trust him fully and kind
Yeah.
of made him a villain, and now they all like love him and are
It's funny
mourning
because
him.
as Casey, I didn't rewatch Batman v Superman with her, but as I was kind of going through her reaction, there were parts in it that I saw and I was like, that's not as bad as I thought it was, because I wasn't really a Batman v Superman
I don't think
fan.
it was as bad as you said it was. I don't think it was like amazing.
Like,
that
it was
great,
interesting, especially how they tied it
but it
into
wasn't
like
bad.
the destruction that happened
Yeah.
in Man of Steel. I was gonna say Man v Steel, and that's what like made Batman like resent him.
Whoa!
Who are these people? I don't think that they're Lex Luthor people, because I think he's supposed to be in jail.
I like the soundtrack. I don't know if that was in the original. I'm gonna just pretend like I don't remember the original because I don't. So I like the soundtrack. My goodness.
Okay, I thought he was gonna friggin' kill him.
We'd be like stealing something or taking something. What are we doing here?
We're gonna blow something up. What's in that suitcase?
We'll be making a statement shortly. Until then,
Oh,
if I see any movement, you'll have a lot of dead kids in your hands.
Maybe it is a bomb. Didn't they blow up like the friggin' courthouse in the last one?
but are they still working for Lex Luthor?
I don't even know if these
'Cause-
are Lex Luthor guys or not.
Oh my gosh, maybe dizzy.
Oh,
Oh yes, love her. Her and Superman are just like my favorites, honestly.
it was just really good casting.
Down with the modern world.
Oh whoa.
Back to the Dark Ages.
Oh, what the heck? What does that
What
even
are,
mean?
what are your motivations?
Like what?
You were just gonna blow it up anyway.
Maybe go live off grid if you want to get away from the modern
I
world.
know.
What the
Go
heck?
live like the Amish or something.
Gotta take everyone else down with you?
So, like, what did he want?
In a few minutes, 4 city blocks. While the world watches.
It's fucking weirdos.
Okay, what a strange motivations.
So y'all are just gonna freaking die
Like I
too.
said, go live off grid then. Like. Oh, I
love
always like this song.
her tune, yeah.
That's what I love that part.
Oh shit! That was pretty freaking badass.
Recast Gal Gadot. Petition.
I feel like it should go higher, right? Okay. Oh. You don't deserve to wear that fedora.
I know. And for someone who wants to go back 1,000 years in the Dark Ages,
know.
you're using modern weaponry.
They didn't have
wearing
guns and bombs,
clothing
yeah.
And like I mean, obviously they had clothing, but
Yeah,
modern
like,
clothing.
Yeah.
Like, why aren't you using like
A stick.
yeah, like some sword at least? I don't know. Get it! Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Did she catch it? Like, ah! Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Go kill this dude. They're gonna think they set the bomb off.
I know.
Damn, that was like a lot of destruction.
Can I be like you someday?
No.
Oh no, honey, you don't have powers. No, I'm just kidding. Imagine.
Don't tell her yes, because she'll just go out there one day and try and
Hey,
be a
anybody
vigilante.
can be Bruce Wayne. I can't talk.
Well, he's got money. That's the great equalizer. He can buy whatever the fuck he wants.
The Mother Box has awoken, yet nothing has happened.
It has slept for thousands of years. Since the First Age. Why did it wake at all?
Death of Superman? Well,
Mother Box.
you just
Sounds
jinxed
weird.
it.
What is even going on? Whoa. This is like, weren't those in Batman's like weird dream
I don't
that I
remember
called it
his
Mad
name.
Max? Maybe not, I don't know. Oh, that's the thing.
Yeah. I feel like it wants the box.
Yeah.
I keep calling it an it.
I have come to enlighten you to the great darkness. I will bathe in your fear.
Oh, wow. I mean, that's a pretty cool shot.
Honor us. That's right. Seal it.
How you
Did
gonna
the
seal the
second
box?
one come out before this? The second Wonder Woman?
I think it came out after.
Oh, okay. I was
Pretty
like,
sure it
was the
came out
box
after.
part of that? I don't remember.
No. Because the first Wonder Woman was mostly in the past. Because that's what, like, it was teased in Batman v Superman when he saw, like, those pictures of her from, like, however many years ago. Bruce Wayne saw. Oh, seal this! Oh my gosh, so they're all gonna freaking
Oh,
die.
I thought they meant seal the box.
Damn. I mean, I bet a lot of them are already dead.
Yeah. I always loved these, like,
Warrior
women.
Damn. And they're just gonna freaking die. Oh, and I mean, they're trapped in there, so.
Yeah, but just so that she could separate it. Wow. I mean, they did what had to be done, but I feel like he's gonna break out, obviously, because...
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he was like the main
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they fight
antagonist
him
in
later.
the original Justice League. But who knows? They could change things up.
Yeah.
It's like a moment of silence for her fallen women. You know, I feel like this dude's about to just fucking jump out through it all. Yeah. Oh, there's a little
yeah. That sucks, because it's like, you know, you went through all that.
And all those women died. That was a ridiculous leap.
Oh my gosh!
The arrows aren't really doing shit to stop him. Oh, those are arrows. They just got him by his feet.
Oh my goodness, what the heck?
This guy's already a lot cooler than I remember. I don't even know if this happened there in the original, but I remember like leaving the movie thinking like I didn't really like the dude.
Oh, no, they're just gonna take it. I know, kill those flying things. Oh, the box opened.
Playing keep away. Oh,
Oh my gosh! It's like anytime they make any progress.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when
That's
this
so
guy could just
disheartening.
friggin' leap and
Yeah.
You can't save any of them. The great darkness begins.
Oh, there's more! Wow. But I just don't think that, like, he's gonna get away. Okay,
Yeah.
that's how, because he has to be the villain, so. I don't
The other
remember
cubes?
what the box does.
well, that's good. It's like a new movie for us entirely.
We have to light the ancient warning fire.
Fire has not burned for 5,000 years. Men won't know what it means.
Men won't.
Oh, but she will.
She will.
Diana. That's her name, right? Her
Yeah.
name? Diana? Yeah.
Part 2.
Oh, we're already on part 2? Oh, this is like from his... Is this where the dream was? It looked like some desolate place. I don't know, maybe not. This looks like freaking Chernobyl wreckage or something.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
It's toxic.
Is it Chernobyl?
That's good.
Oh, maybe. He's like setting up here because he knows no one's gonna be here. It might be.
Or the town next to it?
This is the town next to it.
Because, like, the town next to it was the town. Remember, we learned about this in Chernobyl.
Oh, yeah.
Follow the scent of the mother boxes. Find the missing two. This world will join the others.
Like, connect the worlds?
He will be pleased.
He?
Who do you work for?
I made a promise to him on his grave. I need to bring us together and make this right.
Well, it's been some time since Luther's warning. No attacks. No barbarians at the gate.
Maybe they're already here.
You'd be correct in your assessment. I think this is like Cyborg's
Cyborg?
dad?
Did he make him like that?
I don't remember if it was a situation where like he was dying and like he had to have like all that metal put on him in order to survive. Oh, these are the little
Oh,
fucking
ew.
thingies, the little fly guys.
I don't like those bugs. Ah! They're, like, bigger than I thought.
And then I called them little.
What did you do this weekend, Diana?
Kill some terrorists.
Regardez ces deux infos. Pourquoi ces maniaques misogynes mettraient-ils le feu au sanctuaire des Amazones?
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I caught her attention.
Shrine in the Amazons. That's cool that they had a way to signal, but nobody would have known if she wasn't there. They'd be like, this fire! It won't stop.
What was it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know, which is why I was studying it.
What's your rank, Doctor?
Ryan, would you,
So did he have one of the mother cubes in this box?
Star Labs is a private contractor. We work for the DOD. We advise them on xenoscience,
Xenoscience.
alien technology.
So they probably did have the box.
Cleaning staff, guards, a few of your research scientists. They were abducted. Are you sure? Witness saw it all. He's here in quarantine.
The janitor?
Working on an ID sketch.
Batman? Oh. That's,
Oh, it's-
I mean, it looks like Batman, but I don't think that's
We're not
Batman.
framing anybody again. Like, we're not doing that. It's the fly thing. Can't go through that again.
They confuse Batman with a bug.
The box isn't safe here.
Oh, it's here. So they were just looking for it.
It caused a little charring, but for all intents and purposes, it's fine here.
Oh, whoa.
It's like a key.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Now, what are you gonna find? Is this the third box? No, they wouldn't have two, right? Like, they already had one.
Yeah, and I don't think they would keep it where they couldn't
Protect
actively
it, yeah.
guard it, you know, all the way far away.
So what are you gonna find here? Is it like a history of like the box, maybe?
It keeps reminding me of that song, like, about the box.
I don't even know what song you're referring to. Like
I'm
Dick
not
in a
even-
Box?
No! Or are they shields?
No, those are definitely the
Oh.
boxes, because there's three, they said, and they already have one. Cyborg has the other.
Okay, let's try to see this. Those are those same flying things. So this has happened before? Or is it like a prophecy?
Maybe it's a prophecy. It feels like it would be that. There's another picture of the box.
Is that what happens when it that's what they're gonna do. What was that?
Okay.
Who's
Is that the boss?
Like, he was like, he'll be whatever.
Yeah. Save the ship. Oh my gosh, you probably are gonna have to. The ocean is fucking terrifying, to be honest. There he is.
Thank you all for supplying us with crabs. no, like, crab.
The edible kind. Damn, that was pretty rough.
Whiskey.
Oh my gosh, like, you just saved my life and threw me down like I was baggage or something.
Tell him to respect the storm next time.
Oh, he was mad at him for not respecting the storm. Well, you know, sometimes people have to work, okay? Wow, he just zips her. The Deep could never.
The Deep, you wouldn't want to trust him with these fish.
I know. No,
not Timothy.
As we were just talking about.
I know.
You're the rightful king of Atlantis. Our people suffer.
Your people are brutal.
I forgot what happened in Aquaman, to be honest.
Well, this came out before.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Your brother, he's trying to fan the flames of war with the surface. He lies. Snatchers have come from the dark place. They're looking for it.
You're talking about the friggin' flies?
The mother box our people got.
Okay, so they have one.
That makes sense.
Protect the box. The time has come.
Where did we get all these boxes? Were we like 5,000 years ago like, hey, we're all gonna distribute these boxes?
But I want to know, how did, like, I think the one that makes the least sense is, like, Cyborg.
Yeah, like, why did this, like, the scientists just randomly have this box?
You know, how did man get it?
Have you begun the conquest? This world is divided. There are primitive species, unevolved and at war with one another, too separate to be one. I have found one of the three. The other two still sleep, but the parademons feel their presence. Let me make a plea to him that I may come home after I take this world in his name.
You betrayed him.
How? And who was him?
I saw my mistake.
So he's trying to, like...
Atone.
Yeah.
You still owe the Great One 50,000 more.
Oh, that's like...
That's a lot of worlds.
We'll hear your plea when we pay the debt.
Oh my gosh, 50,000? Hopefully you live forever, because that's gonna take a long time.
No protectors here. No lanterns. No
Lanterns.
plutonium.
It's like the Green Lantern.
One will fall. Like all the others. For Darkseid.
Darkseid. Dun, dun,
I think
dun,
I've
dun,
heard
dun.
that name before. I'm assuming that's like the drawing that Wonder Woman saw. Darkseid.
From what I've learned, there are things from another universe.
Okay.
They serve a dark power.
So we're explaining the boxes.
To invade, to conquer. They came here once before. Long ago.
Ooh. Who are these other people?
A being called Darkseid.
Darkseid.
A name cursed and feared in every universe.
So that's Darkseid.
Was met in battle by Earth's defenders.
Okay.
Okay, so all of them.
Okay, so they all teamed up.
Before their betrayal and enslavement. And guardians
So that's pretty cool.
I know.
Who are the Guardians
feel
of
like-
the Stars? We should bring them all back.
I feel like this was not explained in like the original because it doesn't ring a bell at all.
I kind of like want to see a movie about all of this. It's just like I would have wanted to see all these old Earth
Is that him?
defenders.
Is that Darkseid?
What's up with his chest? Oh.
Oh shit.
Dang.
power hidden in the infinity of space. He called forth mystics who worshipped and controlled
Boxes.
the mother boxes.
Wait. Mother boxes?
Indestructible living machines.
Oh.
Made from a science so advanced, it looks like sorcery.
Wow.
To conquer, 3 boxes have to synchronize and join together into the unity.
So that's like the,
The
unity.
unity.
Cleanses a planet with fire.
Oh, so it just destroys everything. So how did they stop him?
It's been really cool to see them all like fighting
Yeah.
together. Like, I want to see all this. Can we just like make a movie about all this? Let's start from all the way back here.
The problem is this was the conclusion of it all.
We had Zeus.
Oh, I think
is that
those
the
are.
lanterns?
Yeah.
Whoa.
A golden age of heroes fighting together.
I mean, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
They killed one of the witches. I mean, he did some fucking
Dang,
damage
he
to him,
really-
yeah.
Wow, they're all so cool.
Okay, so we separated the boxes and everyone grabbed one.
Dang, they kind of like really wrecked shop. Can we bring
Yeah.
everybody together again? Like, I feel like that's what we need to do. We're kind of all like separated though now this time.
Sent the enemies back into the stars.
Earth realm.
In their retreat, the boxes were left behind on Earth. They grew weak, falling asleep, awaiting their return.
So they separated them.
I want to know who took the Earth ones.
Yeah. Was it just
Or not
man?
the Earth ones, but like the one that freaking
It probably 'cause
Cyborg
they
has.
said like men were here, so they probably was like, these are gonna be in man's hand.
The defenders of Earth made a vow. Men, Atlanteans, and Amazons. Each would enshrine and one of the 3 sleeping mother
I
boxes.
feel like men did not do a good job of keeping that safe. Like, what the heck?
It's just like in an apartment closet right
I
now.
know, like, what?
See, like, they made it their focal points. The Amazons, too. But, like, or the Amazonians? I think this is the same
Amazons.
thing. Amazons, whatever. Where the hell did men put theirs? Okay.
Okay, here. Did we just bury it? Men just buried it in the woods? Why did we do that?
You're like, it's fine.
We could have put it anywhere, like a castle or something.
What the fuck? You just dug a 3-foot hole?
We could have put it lower in the ground, y'all.
I guess they didn't realize that, you know, metal detectors would become a thing at some point in time.
Good old mankind.
Oh my god.
You know, they did the best they could.
They should have just gave 2 to one of the other people.
But like, why did they dig the tiniest hole in the most random part of the woods?
It's like no one will find it.
It's fine.
Out of sight, out of mind.
He'll be searching for the other 2 boxes, hiding until he has all 3, until it's ready.
We have to be ready. You, me, the others.
They said the Age of Heroes would never come again.
But we're bringing it back.
Don't call it a comeback.
Been here for years.
Yeah, you're right. You sounded so unsure of yourself.
This time we're gonna have Batman. So.
And a lot of other heroes.
And eventually, Superman.
Part 3? Damn.
Dang, we're going through these
How many parts are there?
Beloved mother, beloved son. We're only like an hour in and we're only on the 3rd part.
Are they all like 30-minute intervals?
Pay attention to the road.
Oh my gosh, no one's freaking paying attention. You're not paying attention to what she's saying. She's not paying attention to the road. The other guy's not paying attention to the road.
Oh, a hot dog? Oh my god. Oh, okay. Oh.
That was a cool shot. Slow-mo of the dog barking. Is that a sesame seed
sesame?
from the burger?
Oh my gosh, and she wasn't wearing a seatbelt and she's in a convertible. Oh, whoa. He goes so fast his shoes come off. I thought it was always interesting to do
that was really cool.
fast in slow-mo.
Mm-hmm. I
Kinda
think they
like in
X-Men, yeah.
yeah.
Quicksilver, the hot dogs. It's just like casual for him. Damn, there's a lot of destruction that get caused.
I didn't
from...
realize to like, I guess going that fast. Whoa.
This song is like depressing.
We like took a moment to appreciate the moment. Dang.
I'm pretty sure the song was in like the trailer for the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Such a random thing. Okay, well, don't be creepy. Just let's save her life and move on. And don't look at the hot dog. Don't get a hot dog. Guess when you have all the time in the world, this is what you can do. What the heck?
You gotta eat it real quick.
What?
Like this is priority number one. At least get the bun and like the ketchup and shit.
The condiments, or their condiments?
I feel like you should still move a little bit further.
Maybe. Well, he maybe doesn't want anybody to. No, okay, never mind. You definitely know you got saved.
She would have been dead.
Wow.
Oh gosh, I hope everyone's okay. In times of crisis, for dog work, I open.
Oh, the hot dog.
I start on Monday.
I don't really know the backstory for the Flash either, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're freaking going after the Atlanteans now.
Just dragging him out of the ocean. That's so disrespectful. You're not respecting the storm.
No son or daughter of Atlantis will ever tell you.
Oh my gosh.
Our people have got amongst for thousands of years.
I'd be like, fine, I'll tell you. No, I'm just kidding.
This is gonna force him to say it. It's gonna like project
show
it.
the
Oh
memory.
my gosh! Well, that
sucks.
is fucking very convenient for him.
Cheating.
You didn't even freaking need to torture him. They couldn't do that for man though, because if they had just freaking dug it in a hole, all the people would have died. And you can't freaking be revealed if you never know where it is.
That was like their strategy.
I know. Eventually, we're all gonna die.
Again.
That's some 4D chess.
Like, we're never gonna remember where we're gonna bury it, so nobody can ever take it or ask us.
We don't even know.
He'll come back. Don't worry. They're gonna bring him back somehow, some way.
We're only an hour and 15 minutes in, but this is already a significantly better movie than I remember.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes sense. I remember, like, the one thing I just remember about, like, the original one was being kind of confused throughout. It just felt like a lot of stuff was rushed.
This is the third person. Disappears for 1/30 of a second here.
Go to him, I'll work.
I feel like they all have just, like, such simple names.
Cyborg.
Body parts.
Did they use the cube to make this guy?
I wouldn't be surprised.
That'd be interesting. Not trying to compare it to Marvel, but these kind of feel like Infinity Stones, and like, you know how Vision was kind of, you know, derived from the stone a little bit. It's almost like he kind of derived from the box, the mother box.
I feel like we didn't get a lot about Cyborg in the original, but I also don't remember.
I think I remember like shots of this football thing, but I don't know like what happened to him. Why was he only like a torso and a head? Like, I don't think it was a football injury. I'm like, flag for taking off your helmet.
Is this high school? This looks like a very...
Yeah, I think his, when we saw him, like, these are all memories, but I think his, like, sweater said, like, Gotham High or whatever.
His dad was always working, probably.
His dad is the scientist, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because they said Dr. Stone, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
Did they get in a car accident or something?
Possibly. I feel like she dies.
I feel like that's what's about to happen. I hate when that happens in movies. It makes me sad.
I feel like heroes always have a tragic backstory with their parents. Superman had it. Friggin' Bruce Wayne had it.
I'm always proud of you. We both are, Victor. Hey.
Aww.
I know you can do today. I can't wait to see what you're gonna be.
Oh, but you're not gonna be able to. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I like. Ugh.
You still have a life ahead of you. Your mother would have wanted you to live that life.
If you were there, Mom would still be alive.
Well,
I mean, any little thing
I mean,
could have possibly changed it, but you never
yeah. I
know.
mean, it was just a car accident.
It could have been him driving, and then all of y'all would have died.
Like, I don't know if that necessarily means, like...
Try listening.
It could have very well been like, oh, we celebrated a little bit longer.
Right.
And then, like, honestly, that would have been just like a fraction of a second that could have changed everything.
Yeah.
Your physical strength is just the tip of the iceberg. The tip of the tip.
Oh, wow. He's, like, almost all metal.
I think in that little video they had of him, it was literally
Oh
his
my
chest and
goodness.
his head.
Wow. Now
Oh, shit.
I can
It's like
see
Iron Man.
why. I mean, you did get to live and you got these powers, but I understand, like, you just, like, lost your whole self
Yeah.
and now you're just, like, a metal thing. And he never really
Like, what
practiced.
do you do? Like, you can't just go into, like,
Yeah.
live in society. And he's probably not thinking, like, oh, I'm just going to be, like, a hero.
Yeah. He's also, like, young when it happened, so.
Oh, wow.
Our power grids to our telecommunications.
My gosh.
Everyone's lives are controlled and dominated by complex digital networks that will bend without effort to your will.
I feel like he could have had his own movie.
Yeah. That's why I
I'm
feel...
surprised they didn't do that.
Well, I mean, obviously they're just resetting everything, but I feel like one of the things that was like a detriment to the DC universe was the fact that they didn't like have individual movies that
Yeah.
led up into like a big event like the Justice League.
Like, I feel like his story could have been a really good, like, origin story.
Nuclear arsenal you could launch with a thought.
Oh my gosh. That's like some Magneto shit.
Dang.
How did your dad even do it? It had to be the friggin' cube, right?
The question, no, the challenge won't be doing it. It will be not doing, not seeing.
That money?
The burden of this responsibility.
You could just like look at everything. Everyone's bank
I guess
account.
he just, like, has all this knowledge in his head all the time,
Because
maybe?
he's just attached to the grid and he can
Something like
hack
that.
and every
he
camera.
just-
Oh my gosh.
He just has, like this crazy knowledge at
I
all
know.
times of all things. That's wild.
I know.
So I
It's
guess
like
that is,
not
like-
something you asked for either.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be...
No, she gave it to
Oh, and she didn't really have much.
he's like gonna take some money and be like, boop.
Whoa. Wow.
What the? I don't think that would happen. Like a freaking slot machine. I would have been like, they're gonna fucking arrest my ass if I saw that in my
The
account.
IRS is gonna show up and
I
be
know.
like, where did you get that now, did you? And be like, that was a gift. Well, we're gonna need the gift tax.
I know.
Let me speak to you from my heart, not as a scientist, as a father.
We didn't want to hear that part.
As I talked to my father,
Yeah.
who's still in prison for the murder of my mother, which he didn't commit.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Interested
Didn't
in criminal
commit.
Justice. I can't remember.
Oh boy.
There's a lot of backstory there.
Yeah.
I want you to listen to me because I mean this. I want you to give all that up.
Why?
And I want you to stop coming to see me.
Guess to live his own life.
To like move on. Whoa. Whoa.
You said that like it explains why there's a total. I don't know who you are, but whoever you're looking for, it's not me.
Oh, you're gonna flash yourself away. Honestly, the Flash's power would be pretty cool to have.
Mhm.
Like a fast power, but be able to see everything in like
Slow-mo.
slow, but you're fast. It's kind of confusing, but it makes sense.
I'm putting together a team. People with special abilities. You see, I believe enemies are coming.
Stop right there. I'm in.
You go, what?
Just like that.
Yeah,
Doesn't have much going on.
Can I keep this?
Had to give Aquaman money and he still didn't say yes.
Caused me to burn a tremendous amount of calories, so I am just a black hole of snacks.
Dang.
That'd be
See,
nice.
we need
I
that power for that reason
Fucking
too.
eat an entire fucking pizza. Mhm.
What are your superpowers again?
Money.
I'm rich.
Yeah. He sort of
Wow.
absorbs a blast.
Gauntlet that captures and dissipates energy.
It's Master Wayne's idea.
Maybe you should work on a lasso too. In black.
You're just like copying her. Oh, is he here? Is he hacking? Or does he know you're being, like, looking into it?
Looks like you have a date, Miss Prince.
Aren't you supposed to be working on Aquaman? What's up?
Hi.
You've obviously been through a great deal.
You have a bag.
I'm in the cube, I'm assuming.
And maybe you need us.
I don't need any.
He wouldn't, if you like wore clothes, it wouldn't be as obvious.
I mean, you still have half a metal head.
Wear a mask like Phantom of the Opera.
The truth is, I'm still working on it. And if you ask to meet me, you're working on it too.
Okay. So, I mean, I know you're gonna make your way to the team at some point, but I guess he has to like let it stew a little bit longer.
Oh.
Oh, because he had to die. You know, like because yeah,
Oh, because you couldn't just like explain him like.
being friggin' a cyborg.
Oh, is he digging? Or is he just punching?
I mean, that looks
Oh,
like
he's
digging.
digging.
What
What
are
is
you
he doing?
doing? I don't know. I don't
What are you
agree with this. What are you
getting?
doing? Are you going into your like? Oh, he's putting it in there. Okay.
Oh.
I guess you put it in on your side, yeah.
See, the humans just like to bury it.
That's
like, that's our
even
go-to.
smaller hole than the Vikings.
But I guess you just hope that nobody would think to go there.
I guess.
Dance matter. You're looking at the hottest thing on earth.
He's like, me? No, just kidding. When are we gonna get Superman in this mix?
They still think he's dead. I don't remember how like they even realized that they could bring him back, to be honest.
And we still have like over 2 hours of the movies.
Yeah, we're not even halfway done. I feel like the fucking Fly guy is gonna be here. Where's the Fly? Where's the Fly? And he... Oh, fuck. It's gonna end up killing him. I feel like he's gonna feel a certain kind of way once his dad dies, if that's what ends up happening. Commissioner Gordon.
Oh, Gordon.
I forgot he was like commissioner here. We like to call him J. Jonah Jameson.
Half of Gotham's reality challenge community showed up.
And Omni-Man.
Yeah.
What's wrong with dental school?
Of the suspect in the abductions.
It literally looks like Batman. I feel like I would not have said that looked like it obviously looked like a bug, not a bat. Like,
Also,
that looks nothing like a bat.
Yeah, it doesn't even have like little horns.
Yeah. What the heck? Where did that? What?
Yeah. It doesn't have a cape.
It looks like a human with wings, like a butterfly wing or dragonfly. I don't know. So they didn't kill him.
Yet. They're probably gonna put the little thing on his head to like tell you what you know.
Give him time.
We don't got time.
I'm Diana.
Hi, Barry. I'm Diana. Oh, awesome. As a bat signal, that's your... Oh, sorry.
Just out here.
I feel like I like Ben Affleck a lot more in this movie than I did in Batman vs Superman.
Probably because he's
As
not out to
Bruce
try
Wayne.
and kill
Maybe.
Superman the entire time.
I just like him more in this movie.
Is she the only thing there to protect it? Just taking a shit on it! I was thinking about making that joke.
I was like, no, I shouldn't. I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna do it.
Take what men we have left and form a phalanx around the mother box.
Oh, whoa.
Oh my gosh, whoa!
Aquaman gonna show up? He's like, this is for Johnny. Yeah.
I mean, these Atlanteans, like, They're kind of
But
going
he's like
crazy.
half, right? Because that's what they were talking about. I think he's like half Atlantean. Take his axe. This is like a weird thing for me to say, but I feel like I can't see Jason Momoa without a beard. Like it just fits him so well.
Well, he got the box.
Yeah. In all honesty, this was an easier fight than against the Amazons.
Probably because it was also like only 2 of them, really.
Mm-hmm. There's a few other ones, but they didn't really put that much of a fight up. And the last box is just sitting in a shallow grave.
Mm-hmm.
That guy reminds me the way he looks of like the character from Ready Player One. Like he was like an avatar in it.
Oh
like...
yeah.
Okay, so we're stopping here at part 3 just to have like this first half, and honestly, up to this point, I already feel like it's a better movie than what I remember.
I definitely think that too. I will say though, and I don't know if this is like a hot take or not, but whatever. There's a reason movies aren't typically 4 hours long, always. Like there is something to be said about like editing stuff down so that the pacing just has a little more narrative pacing.
Yeah.
But it still is like entertaining. But you know, there's a lot of times like certain scenes, like it looked like, and I'm not saying that this, because obviously this was kind of something different because they released this on purpose as like the Snyder Cut, like really expanding. So I get that. But like there were some parts that I thought could have been their own movie and like expanded in themselves.
I'm thinking the exact same thing. And I've kind of made a brief reference to that here, but I think DC's biggest problem was the fact that they wanted to jump into the Justice League too quickly, where they should have been building up to it. Kind of, I hate to compare it to Marvel, but Marvel was doing this for years. And then I think, you know, they obviously saw the success of like, okay, here's the ensemble piece where they all come together to accomplish like a bigger goal. But while they were building up to that, like DC was still making Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, which that was just going to end at the trilogy. That was its own separate thing. So with that being said, like, okay, now let's try and like, you know, not course correct, but like, let's try and get to the Justice League as quickly as possible. Flash is finally getting his freaking movie.
Yeah.
Aquaman got, I can't remember if the Aquaman movie came out before or after this. Wonder Woman got her movie after Batman v Superman. But yeah, Cyborg could have had his own movie as well.
And honestly, like, part of me wonders if even this could have been split into 2. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they did that with like
the ending yet,
Infinity War and, you know, Endgame. That was like a big story, and that was... It was 2 different movies, but it was pretty much a continuation of that movie. And I feel like what could have cut out some of the I don't want to call it fat because it's really entertaining, but I feel like if they had like their setup movies beforehand, we could have just jumped right into the whole Darkseid, Steppenwolf thing, which I don't even think Darkseid was even a part of the original movie. I remember Steppenwolf, but I thought he was the main antagonist. There may have been something I forgot, but you know, that's actually kind of a good thing going into this because I don't remember a lot of the details. I know we're eventually going to get Superman back, and I don't know what's going to like make them think that Superman is still alive out there or can be resurrected or whatever the case may be. But like what we talked about, I have been really enjoying it up to this point. I'm excited because it's seeming like, you know, if I don't want to call it slow, but like I feel like the second half, or I don't want to say the second half, you know, part 4 and on, I don't know how many parts there are of this, are going to probably be a lot more action-packed because now we have like the setup for all of the characters already established now. And now I just feel like it's going to be like we have that one mother box that's still left out there. I feel like they're going to find it relatively quickly, and at that point, that's where it's going to be like, you know, the heroes really like combining forces and going up against like, you know, the bad guys.
Yeah, definitely, like you said, because there was times where we had to spend, you know, a little time like with maybe the Flash's backstory, a little time with like Cyborg's Flash story, backstory, or just like little things like we had to explain, we had to kind of get people together, and like they took their time, like, you know, going into it, but it almost felt like I said, like it was a bunch of different movies and stories into one, and I feel like it almost would have enhanced this DCEU part, like whatever this was, it would have enhanced it more, I think, if it would have had more individual projects just to kind of really focus
Prior.
on that, because then you would have got into this having
You didn't need all that backstory for those characters.
you didn't need it, and also you would have like been more attached to them and then just been really excited to see them all coming together.
We could have just went straight into like Diana and Bruce Wayne, like recruiting them. And like I said, those parts where we did dive into their backstories were cool, but like if we had set them up prior, like we could have just dove right into the action.
And then it wouldn't have felt like it was taking away from like the main storyline. And it's like hard to say taking away because it's still entertaining, but yeah, I just think that's how it could have been improved. All right, well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.